I'm joined by Edwin, Okoth, and Gerald Andai, the Business Daily and Daily Nation writers who've been with me in this project, covering it for the Daily Nation and for the Business Daily. And I'd just like to ask you, Edwin and Gerald, quickly, having covered this story all through these last 3 days, I know it's not over yet for the Daily Nation. What are the next steps?
Yeah, well, I think for the next step, once we have dealt properly with the cyclic delays in the sugar industry, where the farmers have delayed input, they have delayed harvesting, they have delayed payments, and they can't continue in the successive production of sugarcane, then we will have sorted almost half of the problem. And secondly, we have millers which are very old. The youngest miller I saw is 30-something years old and has lived twice their age.
Yes, and with old equipment
very old equipment. Yes. They keep stopping all the time. Once we have those ones sorted out, I think the sugar industry is profitable and it's able to give enough that we have never seen before.
Now, Gerald, you had an opportunity to speak to the AFA, the Agriculture, Fisheries and Food Authority, who are the regulators in this industry. What would you say they think is the solution for the industry?
I think the solution, according to AFA, is that they're coming up with the new types of contracts that farmers will have to sign, and this will enable them, will give them a bargaining ground in that they'll know the amount of money that they'll be paid, and they'll also know the amount of deductions that will be done on their crop. As you understand, just as we saw in Mumias, farmers there's a lot of money that is being deducted from their statements, and they don't know where it's going. Millers are saying that it's meeting the farm inputs that they are supplied with.
Yes.
It becomes complex to them. And so I think the plan that AFA is coming up with is going to, actually it's going to work. But the way forward, according to my own opinion, is that small-scale holders should just abandon sugarcane growing.
That's actually what the Mumias CEO said, that if you're doing sugarcane on less than 10 hectares,
exactly,
then you're not doing it as a profit.
Yes.
But then there's also the aspect of the cost of production versus the actual amount of sugar we are producing. The MD for Nzoia said that the cost of production is 85,000 shillings per ton of sugar produced, which is ridiculously high.
Yeah, indeed, it's very
Yet
high.
the sugar ends up in the market a lot more expensive than the farmer can actually afford.
And that is what puts the farmer in a loan that they can't even pay forever. And of course, it brings me back to the delay that I was talking about. Because if you delay paying me, yet I'm supposed to make money in the second harvest, then I can't even continue farming. And then we abandon the sugar, we do poor productions, and it's all wastage that if we can't deal with. I almost disagree with my colleague that they should abandon, but I mean, it's a profitable business. Even if you have 2 hectares, for me, I believe there's light at the end of the tunnel.
So you see, the cost of production is high because farmers are not enjoying the economies of scale. Unless sugarcane is done in large scale, they'll never make profit.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, so now as we conclude, for Business Daily and the Daily Nation, you're still continuing with this. For NTV, we've concluded tonight. But for the Business Daily, the Sugarcane series continues tomorrow in the copy of the Business Daily and also the Daily Nation. Just quickly, maybe in 10 seconds, can you tell us what to expect in the papers tomorrow?
Yeah, we will be concluding our series tomorrow, and we'll be talking about how the sugar millers conspired and enjoying wealth when the farmer is trapped in poverty. We also did interview with some of the leaders in the sugar sector, and we hope that will run tomorrow.
Great.
So watch out for that.